Great. So I'm very happy to be here today and about the format of our, I cannot call it webinar, not another webinar. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy our sessions and you will come out of it with new knowledge and especially with fun. So I will share my screen now. Oh, can you see it? Yes. Okay, great. So I want to show you as the format of the webinar is not a webinar. I want to start with showing you, let's say, a cool product, not from Atlassian world, but that can be interesting for people who love adventures, for people who love camping, obviously. It's a camper. Usually when we like when somebody talks about camping, we basically think about a bigger camper van or motorhome. It's another naming for that. I'm sure you all saw them, but they come with a lot of restrictions considering the height and the build of such camper vans, permissions to be on the road, permissions to park them. It's rather costly. So the main idea behind this camper, and it's a camper by Ukrainian brand Lifestyle Camper, is to make camping as much as possible, as accessible as possible to the wider target audience. It's very easy to start camping with such a camper. Basically, all you need is a category B license, obviously a car, because you tow the camper with a car. It doesn't have a motor. And that's it. You're ready to hit the road. And by the way, did I tell you that I used to sell such campers? So basically, before Stagil and before Atlassian, I used to work for this Ukrainian camper manufacturer. And obviously, Ukraine is not the biggest target market right now for camping. So my role was to scale the business internationally, to work with partners in different countries, different continents. And one thing that I learned during this work and that I want to share is that the product, of course, matters, the quality of the product matters, but the information behind the product matters just as much, and how you deal with this information and with this data. So another picture of the camper, and I'm done with campers. Here you can see the very premium configuration, let's say, and usually when a customer comes to you, they don't buy just a camper, they buy a specific they camper, and every option basically changes the comfort, the price, of course, the delivery, and how the camper is being made. So I want to show you how a real configuration of the camper can look like in Jira. Basically, what you see here is a table, but it's not just formatted text how Jira natively does. It's manageable data that you can work with. Data, as you can see here, you can sum up. You can use other formulas. You can edit it, you can delete rows. So this is exactly what I meant by the information behind the product matters. Because if this would live in PDFs, messages, or the most like uncomfortable way for me is Excel, you will probably lose speed, and speed with quality is what closes the deal. Okay, that's what we see from the seller's view. But of course, when I worked on the factory, I was the chief of commercial department, but 70% of the factory and manufacturing is actually people who build the camper. So let's switch hats and see how This app can be used for a person who comes to work and they need to build today to install in 5 campers, let's say 5 showers. They need to see which campers need these 5 showers. So that's where probably my most favorite feature. It's Table Navigator. It basically becomes the control room. It's like a master table, separate page in Jira that pulls all the tables in the issues that share the same configuration, all the tables, and view them as one unified table. The cool feature here, of course, is that it leads you to the source issue. So basically, instead of, I don't know, browsing 200 campers and manually checking which camper need what, you can do it through Table Navigator in 5 minutes, click to the source issue, go to the camper, and see what you need to work on today. Let's switch back to the seller's person. So the person who sells the camper, it used to be me. And usually we work by prepayment. So the customer comes, he pays or she pays the money, and we start building the camper. So there a big trust involved in such a process, and it's very important for the customer to understand what is the status of the camper, what's going on right now, and of course when the camper will be made. So here comes in handy because when I worked there, it wasn't an automated process. So I just went to people who like build the camper, asked them, and sometimes the information was very mismatching. And here when a checklist comes in handy. So basically, each row is a real step the team completes and team takes to build the camper. There's a progress bar, and I like how clear it is. So it's basically one source of issue. You don't need to run around. You don't need to ask like everyone what's going on, and that's exactly what customers care about. Because when you're waiting for the camper, trust is of course very, very important. Another way how you can deal with a checklist, or it can be without the checklist, it's a status custom field. Here I must mention it's not the status of the issue, it's just a custom field that you click on. And here as well, you can see a progress bar. Okay, here we have like 10 steps. But imagine that to build a camper actually takes a lot of more steps. But because I'm not a builder, I couldn't come up with more steps in my fantasy. So imagine it has like 100 or 200 rows. And here comes in handy also filtering such a checklist. So you can filter it, you can save filters, you can later use filter templates. So it's very, very, very practical feature for me as well. Yeah, instead of hunting, we filter. And before we go into the questions or the end of my presentation, I want to like zoom out for 30 seconds and tell you that, of course, it wasn't about camper. I'm not pitching the camper here, but the camper, it was just a story that is very like close to me, and the real idea of the app and of this presentation is when work depends on structured data and shared visibility, and one source of truth, how I showed on the checklist, is where the app comes in handy. So the use cases, I would say, are infinite. The most popular that we see are, of course, working with financial data. It's checklist, as I showed you, invoice management, and even time logging. So that's exactly what you've seen today. The app is called STAGIL Tables. The reveal, it was in action. And it's just when I worked in the why I decided to talk about the camper, because when I worked there, I always thought, oh my God, it would be so cool to have something like this. And I even thinking right now of proposing to my ex-boss the app because it just fits like magic there. So here's a QR code if you like to the documentation of the session and of the app. You can scan the QR code and it will take you to a short form. You can fill out your email, name, surname, and I can send you all the information about the app. I'm not sure if we have questions here, but if we do have a time for questions, then we can jump into questions.
The questions we collect within the chat, or the people can reach out to you personally on LinkedIn because ooh, we put did you hear me? Yeah, we had so many speakers that we're a bit short in time, so that's why we put the question either to the very, very end or to LinkedIn. And we have one question via Menti right now. It should work so far. It's sad we're waiting for a presenter since the quiz didn't begin yet. But yeah, I give the microphone over to Alex for that one.
Thanks. I'm trying to find the question.
Oh, you didn't find the question yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
There you go. It's coming through.
yeah. Ooh.
All right,
Well,
folks. Just want to quickly introduce this. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let's start right there. Okay. So in case you guys haven't joined, make sure you use the code up there and join. This is a Menti platform. It's a really cool platform that allows us to ask questions, and you get to quickly on your phone answer the question, and you get points for accuracy and for speed. And so you don't want to just you know, try to get the right answer, but you want to get the right answer as quickly as possible because there's a little bit of a competition that we'll be playing here together. So feel free to join. Looks like we have 14 people in here, and so we're going to just jump in. So if you last second, if anybody else wants to get in here, do so or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, let's go on to the question. All right, so question number one, everybody get in here. I'm going to try to get in here as well just to make sure that it all works correctly. And let's go. All right. So again, fastest answer gets them. So which feature allows you to view tables from multiple issues in one unified view? So your options are filter results, table navigator, or gadget. So feel free in your phone, click the button for the answer that you think is correct. And in 12 seconds, we'll find out who the winner is. So I'm gonna put in my answer. Again, speed is key here, folks. You want to put your answer in as fast as possible because it's not just who gets it right, but who gets it right fast. All right, so 3 out of 5. Not bad. Remember, folks, everybody jump in. And again, we're going to have our names here. So a couple people got some points. And Heartstorm, you answered the fastest. So 3 people got it right, but Heartstorm did it the fastest. So you get points for that. Next question.
that's actually
That's it for this one. All right. That's
really
okay.
But thank you, Xenia, so much for your creative approach. Oh, Johanna?
No, we have more questions.
Oh,
Can you run formulas in Stagil's tables and similar to Excel? It's a yes or no question, folks. We got 50-50 chance. Who was paying attention? 8, 7. Everybody get your votes in. 4, 3, 2. Last chance. You got 6 votes in. Everybody says yes. Are we right?
Yes.
Drum roll. All right. Look at that. Everybody got it right. Who was the fastest? Frosty? Frosty was the fastest, but you got some points, but you're still behind. All right. What's next?
I think I don't want to say anything wrong, but this should be it, right? No?
That's it. All right. So we'll keep coming back to this. So don't put your phone too far, but we'll be back.
Yes. So again, thank you very much, Xenia.